Okay, this is a comparison of some railroad cars that I bought recently. I bought 3 of them: Atlas, Bachmann, and Walthers. The Atlas one we'll look at first, and it was Atlas Trainman. This was $10, and just kind of see what it's all about. You can see the box is rather large compared to, like, say, the Bachmann. And as it says on the side, a couple nice things. It's weighted, and it has really nicely detailed. It's equipped with Accumate knuckle couplers. I think Accumate is the Atlas brand. It has trucks with freewheeling metal wheels, which is nice, and it looks pretty good. $10. Bachmann, this one was $12. And this one is on the Silver Series rolling stock. It says on the side blackened machine metal wheels, body mounted Easy Mate couplers. Again, Easy Mate couplers, those are Bachmann's brand. Non-magnetic blackened brass axles with needlepoint bearings, Celcon trucks, and added weight. That's pretty nice. And this is the Walthers. Again, this one was $10. And it looks very nice. Doesn't really say much on the box. So, thought I'd try them out and see what they're like. Okay, here they are. I've taken them out of the boxes, and they all look very nice. And a couple of things. The Atlas one, which is this one, had a couple of spare parts. I'm not sure what that's for. There's no instructions. The Bachmann also didn't have any instruction, didn't have any spare parts. And then this one, which is the Walthers. This Walthers had just a little piece of paper in there, like a guarantee or something, and which I thought was kind of nice. But they all look really good. Let's see how they fit on the track. Okay, here's the Bachmann 40-foot gondola, New Haven. And I have a magnet underneath this track. You can see there's a little bit of magnetic activity right there. And the main thing I wanted to do is to see how these couplers worked. And you can see that this one seems to work pretty good. And then this one works pretty good too, except this one's too low. It doesn't. Sometimes it gets caught right there. That's not too good. Now here's the Atlas. With a little bit more magnetic activity there. But you can see that it does open up and close. Touches that just a little bit. What about this side? This one doesn't seem to do much. This one doesn't do anything. Here's the Walthers. See how this one works. A little bit of opening and closing there. Not much, but a little bit. It doesn't do much. Very little. Now, one thing I noticed is that if you put them, this right here seems to be just a tad bit high, whereas this one is about the same, but this side is lower. It's much lower. It's right close to the surface, so it's probably too low actually because it touches the magnet. This one is also too low, and this one is also too low. This is the Bachmann. So look at the underside of the Bachmann, and I don't know if you can see, but the where they put that the coupler in doesn't look quite right. It looks like it needs to be screwed in, so I'm going to just try to screw it in some more, see if that'll make it the right height. Alright, I screwed in this screw right here for the Bachmann train, and the knuckler was indeed a little bit loose. I screwed it down, and now it works perfect. But I also noticed that this screw is pretty easy to get to, but if you look at these other ones, this screw here, I can't really get to it very easily because this wheel's in the way. And same with this one here. This one has a screw. It's right underneath this axle. But the Bachmann one is not. Just a little something that's kind of interesting. Okay, here's just a test to see how well the couplers mate. To bringing them up here just a little bit, just to see. They mate there very nicely. I bring them up over the magnet and couple. And then here's the Bachmann under the rails magnet. Same thing, works really well. Alright, and here's the Bachmann car. We'll see how well it works. Seems to work okay. This is the there. But if you notice, the Bachmann's one is lower. I don't know why, but it just is. And it doesn't mate as nicely as, say, the Atlas and the Walthers together. Those are exactly the same height, but the Bachmann's just a little bit low. Just another little weirdness. This is the comparison. About the same height. And again, this is the Bachmann. Just a tiny little bit lower, maybe like a millimeter. Whereas the other one is exactly the same height. Okay, so that's it. We have looked at 3 of them from Walthers, Atlas, and Bachmann. Out of those 3, you can decide which one you like. I like all 3 of them. All 3 of them work very well. Kind of like the Atlas and the Walthers, slightly better than the Bachmann, just because I think the knuckler couplers seem to work just slightly better with each other. They're aligned about the right height. But other than that, I think that they're all adequate and very nice cars.